Okay, so in this video, we're going to be talking about matching scatter plots to situations. So I'm going to give you a real life problem, and we're going to kind of match what we think the scatter plot would look like of that data. So for this first one, it says to choose a scatter plot that best represents the relationship between the age of a car and the amount of money spent each year on repairs. And I'm going to explain. So I'm given three scatter plots here, so graph A, B, and C. And I want to try and figure out what I think the relationship is between the age of a car and the amount of money spent each year on repairs. So first off, I can go ahead and immediately mark off one of these. And that one is this first one. Because I see on my age of the car down here below, it's saying there's a data point where my car is negative 4 years old. I can't have a car negative years old, so I immediately know it can't be graph A. So that leaves me between graph B and graph C. Well, graph B is telling me that the older my car gets, the more I am spending on repairs. While graph C is telling me the older my car gets, the less I spend on repairs. And well, I know the older my car gets, the more likely things are going to break down. So the answer here is graph B. And the reason why is the older the car, the more you will spend on repairs. The older the car, the more likely things are going to break down. And so I knew that this one said that because at 2 years I see I only spent like maybe $250, but then on 6 years I spent $900. So I know that this one was showing that positive relationship. Okay, let's try number 2. So this one says, choose a scatter plot that best represents the relationship between the number of minutes since a pie has been taken out of the oven. So number of minutes since a pie has been taken out of the oven and the temperature of the pie. So go ahead and pause the video. I want you to think that through. What kind of relationship am I going to have for the time out of the oven and the temperature of the pie? So the answer you should have gotten here was graph A. Immediately looking at it, I could take out graph B because again, I can't have negative minutes in the oven, so I could take that out. And then I had to determine, okay, when it gets, as time goes on that the pie is out of the oven, is the temperature of the pie going to get hotter or is it going to get cooler? Well, the longer a pie is out of the oven, the colder it's going to get as it sits out. And so that is represented in graph A. Okay, in problem 3 it says that Jared collected data on the ages and heights of a random sample of elementary school students. If he plots the data on a scatter plot, what relationship will he most likely see between age and height? So, now I have to think. He's collecting data on the age of these elementary school students and the heights. So as a student gets older, are they going to get taller or are they going to get shorter? Well, I know as a student gets older, they get taller. And so since as it increases, it also as age increases, height increases. That means that the answer for this one is a positive. And that's because as the student gets older, so as the age increases, the height increases. So they're both increasing. This is a positive relationship. Okay, that's it for this video. You can go ahead and move on to the next one.